Shakarian, CEO and co-founder of Cyricon. Thanks for joining me today. So we're going to talk about black boxes, not the kind that you look for after an airplane crashes, but rather black boxes where you take the input of some data and it produces an output, but you have no idea of what goes on inside that black box. So a little bit of an abstract concept, but it has some important real-world implications. One in particular being machine learning, which of course, if you're watching the videos lately, you know we've been having sort of a series on machine learning. And let's say I have a machine learning algorithm, and let's say it's, 80% has 80% precision. And we're trying to give you alerts on something, maybe alerts on incidents for cybersecurity, right? So you could say that means 8 out of the 10 alerts that my system gives you are correct. So one caveat though, the solution I give you is a black box. You have no idea how it's producing the results. It just takes data from you and it just says, hey, here's a malicious incident, and you decide if it's real or not. So, okay, so you buy my black box and let's say you run it for, let's say 10 months, okay? And over the course of that 10 months, in each month it produces, let's say 10 alerts. And month after month, you find 9 out of the 10 alerts were correct. They were real bad things, and you avoided it. So you've had 90% precision for 10 months. You had no idea what it's doing still, but hey, it's performing better than the vendor spec. All right, well, now month 11 comes. And let's say it's something like 2 out of 10 alerts were for something. Well, it had a bad month. But if you look on the whole, you're still, over that 11-month period, you're still roughly within the spec of the vendor. You're within the 80%. So what would you expect, though, month 12 to look like? Would you expect it to jump back up to like 8 or 9 correct out of 10? Or is it going to be like 3 out of 10 or 1 out of 10, and this poor performance continues on and on? Well, there's no really good way to predict that change in performance because you have no idea what's going on inside. It's either just, kind of laws of average that, hey, you're going to have a bad month every now and then, or maybe the whole thing stopped working because some external thing about your environment has suddenly changed. But you have no way to understand that and take, and make an educated guess as to what has changed because it's a black box. And this is what this video here is to warn you a little bit about is, if the solution is a black box, you may have this problem. Now, there are plenty of things out there that you don't know how they work, but the vendor has taken other means to give you assurances about that, such as saying, hey, we're going to give you model updates every, month or two. You still don't know how it works, but you have a good feeling because the vendor is saying, we are checking on the performance ourselves and we're staying on top of this issue. So you're going to avoid challenges where everything stops working. There may also be, especially for unsupervised models, best practices the advisor gives you on how to recalibrate and how often to do that. But really, I think, in my opinion, the best way is to get an understanding of, why it's producing the results it does, So if you do see a drop in performance, you could do some inspection on your own and kind of understand what's going on. So anyway, beware of black boxes. I wouldn't say don't buy a solution that's a black box, but understand if it is or not. And if it is a black box, what is the vendor doing to help address that issue? He might have really good solutions, so it could be okay. But that's something you should ask before making a purchase. So hope you found this video useful and educational. As always, please check our website and our YouTube channel for more videos. Bye now.